Hey friends, Nubs11 here, coming at you with some Blood Bowl 2 action. It's a game I've wanted to play for a while, it's a game I've had for a while. I am not a big Blood Bowl on computer guy, I haven't played a whole heap of Fumble, I've played barely any of this, but I want to get a bit more of a Blood Bowl fix. My time is a little bit more limited in playing my tabletop games now. I used to play a lot more tabletop than I used to. But yeah, now we're going to give Blood Bowl 2 a go, and I've hopefully signed up for a league, a Reddit league that I'll hopefully be able to record some games and play some games in. So we're going to get a bit of practice in. We're going to play Brettonians, mostly because they're only an experimental team in all the different leagues around the world on tabletop, and they're not an official quote-unquote team, but they are an official team that you can play in Blood Bowl 2. I'm not sure on the starting rosters what's good, what's not good. This is what I've gone for. So we've got the full complement of the blitzers. They're clearly the best players on the team with block, dauntless, and catch. Move 7, strength 3, edge 3, armor 8. So they're essentially a human blitzer with a couple of extra skills, but only an extra 20k. So it's decent value. They're definitely the best player on the team, and I think they are the only reason you play the team. I think they're going to carry the team. I've got two blockers who are essentially just human linemen with wrestle. It's not bad. Where you start to lose your value is your lineman. Move 6, strength 3, edge 2, armor 7, fend. 40k, but they're pretty terrible players. I mean, they're literally much worse human linemen. They get fend, but I'd rather have no fend and armor 8 and edge 2 than be edge 2 and armor 7. They're just roadblocks. They're going to stand there and get punched by the looks of it and not do a very good job of it because they're armor 7. We've got 2 rerolls and an apothecary. I'm not sure whether starting with an apothecary in this team is right. I'm not sure if 2 rerolls is right either, mostly because I'm pretty sure we have no... the blitzers actually get passing access on a normal roll, so we might be able to go a leader on them, one of them early on. But yeah, we're going to see if we can find a game, see how the team fares in their first game, and we will take it from there. Alright, so we've managed to find a game here against an Orc team. They have a slightly bigger TV than me. I got a Bloodweiser Babe as an inducement. We're up against the Pink Lady Killers. I don't know how to see his skills or anything, so yeah, I don't know what skills he's got. I'm sure we'll be able to find out once the game starts. Do I get to choose heads or tails? Oh, okay, we're setting up. Can have a look. So he's got a Black Orc, nothing. Line, Blitzer, Thrower, Blitzer, Gobbo, Blitzer, Black Orc. Okay, so only 2 Black Orcs. I wonder why his TV was so high, I guess. His TV, he's got 3 rerolls, I suppose. Alright, I've got a time limit to set up. Yeah, so we're going to just go 3 linemen on the line. How do I move my dudes? Just click? Oh yeah, nice. Oh, I don't like the way the board is facing. Oh, I swapped those 2 guys. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. I probably should have played around a little bit more. So blocker, he's got no frenzy. Let's sit the blitzer somewhere in the middle here. I actually don't mind those 2 blitzers sitting there. Let's have another blitzer sit here. Let's have this guy sit here. This guy sit here. Is that a blocker? Yeah, that's a blocker. Blitzer. Let's actually have our blitzers come inside a little bit. Spread these guys out a little bit. Alright, and confirm setup. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. It's probably less visually appealing for people, but I like that a lot better when I'm setting up and moving my guys. So that's probably how I'm gonna play. But when we're playing, oh, we can zoom right in. He's an ugly looking guy. Alright, cool. I feel like it'd just be better if I could just rotate it up. Stay the same zoomed in, but rotate it up a little bit. So against Orcs with Brettonians, the only thing we really have going for us is move 7. They are going to outstrength us. They're going to outbash us probably. What have we got? Yeah, he's got the full complement of blitzers, right? Yeah, he's got 4 blitzers. He's only got 2 Black Orcs, so I guess he doesn't outstrength us as much as he could. He does have a gobbo. He has no troll. Oh, I'm kicking. Let's kick it to... Can I not? Alright, so this is probably the middle. Let's kick it to the spot. Oh, we got a blitz. Nice. So I can have a free blitz here. That's pretty nifty. I don't think I can actually get anyone under the ball. But, nah, I'm going to be a long way from the ball. We can smack one of his blitzers though, which is pretty decent. The question is, do we want to do it with a blitzer or a wrestler? I think we do it with the wrestler. Move the blitzer downfield a little bit to give ourselves some pressure on his ball. Big fella run up. I don't actually know how to blitz. Do I just click on him? I guess. Oh yeah, I just click on him. Alright, I click on him and I blitz. Seems good. Nice. Knock him down. Yeah, we'll follow that. Nice. Gave him one of the old 1-2. Yeah, we don't. I assume that's going for it. So yeah, so we don't want to go for it. We can get to. So can I click and keep? Oh yeah, I can click and keep moving, and then that way I can see where I get to. That's pretty good. I don't know how he's so fast in that armor, but whatever. So then do I click away? So then, okay, so if I move on to my next player, just like in the game, that guy should go red, I think, and should be, I think we only, I think going up to here is fine. I don't think that's overcommitting. Oh yeah, so you don't want to misclick because you won't be able to use your players anymore. Where do we want to move this? I think we'll move this guy up. I don't really want to man up his players. He should be able to get some pretty easy blocks on me. That's just a lino, so we will actually man that up. If we man him up there, he can only get the block on there and follow up, and it does nothing. We don't want to have him. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, my turn's nearly over. Oh, I didn't realize I had turn limits. Alright, move this guy across. Did I get that in time? Nice. Alright, that was my. I didn't realize I only had 2 minutes to play my turn. That was my bad. So a blitz to start our Blood Bowl 2 career. That's not bad. That's decent. So how do I know what player he's using? Oh, I guess the camera's going to show me. Alright, doing the block first. Yes, I will not choose defend. How do I choose not defend? Yeah, that's going to be a reroll from him. Double both down. I'm not really sure why he's doing these blocks first, and how do I fend? Or not fend? Can I not fend? Yeah, that's what he definitely should have done first, is at least move the goblin onto the ball, onto the tackle zone of the ball. He's had to use sure hands to pick it up by the looks of it. Oh, it tells me down here. 2, reroll, 3, success. Yeah. Alright, that's pretty cool. So does it tell me if these guys are stunned? Looks like they're not, I suppose. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, man. Not a good turn for him. The ball scatters in a relatively favourable position for me. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have done any of those blocks along the line first. Not with the Black Orcs anyway. Did he have any blitzers on the line? Yeah, that's sort of bizarre that he has 4 blitzers and he put none of them on the line. So the ball is in that guy's tackle zone, so we're going to need to blitz him out of the way. The question is, who do we do it with? If we stand this guy up, move him to there, that's in the aligner. That's not the greatest of blocks then. I'm not going to do anything else with him though. I think we're going to move this guy to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there a better way of doing that? If we move this guy up to here, block here, then this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a go for it to get there. I think we move this guy to here. This guy can run to here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's decent. Move him to here. Then we can block that guy out of the way, blitz with him, hopefully pick the ball up with that guy. This guy, that's a lino. Yeah, he can just stand up and mark up the tackle zone of the lino. That'll end his day. This guy's gonna block him. Nice. Oh, we've only got 38 seconds again. We'll follow that up. I gotta move faster. Oh, I stunned him. Alright, let's blitz this guy. Ah, that's unfortunate. We'll wrestle it there. Alright. Let me get this guy to pick up the ball. Nice, nice. This guy's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. I think it's just important that we've got the ball, despite the fact that we can't really do anything with it. Just having the ball, yeah, we'll follow that up. Just having the ball should be hopefully enough. It'll hopefully put him out of position. This guy, do we want to block here? 1-on-1 with a blitzer? Nah, we'll wait that. We'll end our turn there. We'll leave this guy to get punched by all these guys here. At least makes him have to throw blocks. We probably could have gone for it again. But I think it probably wasn't worth it. Not with only 2 rerolls, and we're on our defensive drive, so just turning him over here, it's setting him back a lot. Because even if he knocks me down here, he's probably not going to be able to recover the ball with anyone, so... that looked meaty. Oh, okay, he's stunned. Fat Patrick! Yeah, that was a meaty hit, that's for sure. So he's gonna blitz with the Black Orc, so... Oh no, he's blitzing with the lineman. That's a interesting decision. Oh. Yeah, interesting decision. Interesting decision. He hasn't had the best of luck so far, my opponent, but I also feel like his decisions have maybe been a little bit lackluster. So we can block this guy out of our way. We don't even really need to, right? We can just blitz the goblin off. But I mean, we can blitz him off. We could always try and score, but I don't think we need to this turn. We can just stand this guy up. Stand him up. And that'll do him. We can make a block here. Blocks it is. If we run, so that's a blitzer, that's a blitzer. If we run our blitz around to here, we need to knock the goblin down when we blitz him. There we go. Oh, I don't want to blitz with him. No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move him to here. Is there any way we can get 3 dice on this goblin? I don't think so. We'll move this guy around to here. And I think we're going to blitz the goblin away, which we should do first. I really want to move this guy. We'll blitz. So blitz hit him. Nice. Yeah, we're going to follow that up. That was a relatively safe block. We weren't going to turn over there. So how do I... 3... and we're pretty much home and hosed here to score a touchdown. He doesn't have a great deal of ways that he can stop me. There's no need... Oh no! What did I click on? Oh no! I want to keep moving my plays. This is hectic. Move this guy down here. Make a block here. Nice. We'll stay put. Oh yeah, that's what you want. Get him. What a hit. 3, 4. Oh, my turn's up. Alright. Alright, I gotta move quicker. I'm not used to 2-minute turns. We do not play 2-minute turns in tabletop. But that's fine. We should be pretty home and hosed here. There's not much he can do. He's looking at blitzing with the Black Orc. Is that what that means? I guess he's looking at blocking here and then blitzing this guy. Yeah, he hasn't had the best luck when it comes to block dice. But I also feel, yeah, like I said, that first half when I got the blitz, I got lucky, got a blitz. His setup, I guess, wasn't the best to protect from a blitz. There is ways you can mitigate things in Blood Bowl for those that haven't played before, and we pretty much have a thing in our sort of playing circle that, yes, copping a blitz is unlucky and can absolutely, completely change a game, but at the same time, you've got to try and prevent that with your setup. He didn't really prevent that with his setup. I'm a relatively fast team. I had my relatively fast players out in the wide zones, and he let me just sort of come in, which, you know, having players here when the ball is here, it just created all sorts of problems for him, particularly when, for whatever reason, he decided he'd block with the Black Orcs without block on the line first. Normally, it's relatively safe, but it's still something that there is always a chance that it can fail. You go down on a both down and a skull, double both down, and he doesn't really gain anything from doing that initially. I would much rather, from his point of view in that first turn, have put at least the goblin on the tackle zone of the ball before I did any of those blocks, just to make me at least have to, you know, blitz the goblin if something did go wrong. He saw that after that first block that he failed, that he did need to pick the ball up. He picked the ball up, but then he decided that probably unnecessarily go for it and that's what's cost him this sort of touchdown here that I'm about to score. There is a question now for me whether or not I can, I guess, hold out a little bit on scoring. I don't think he'll use a reroll on that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can definitely hold out another turn, scoring on another turn. He's got, what, that's a thrower. Stand this guy up. Is there any way I can get, where can this guy get to? You can get to there. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So, I think we put this guy in the crowd. That was a blitzer, right? Yeah, that's a blitzer. So, we'll block him here. Oh, guess we're not putting him in the ground. Yeah, we'll wrestle. Thank you. That's unfortunate. We could have punished him there and put him in the crowd, but we didn't get to. Yeah, I guess the question is, do we need to score? What's that? A blitzer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for it to hit me. That's a blitzer 2. How do I click? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I could put myself in the corner here, and he couldn't blitz me, but it would make me have to dodge. I can man up his guy. I think we want to blitz his thrower here, though. We can't get in there to blitz him. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to do a blitz this turn. There's not really that much of a point. I think we're just going to actually score. I would love to hold out. I think we can hold out one more turn. Oh no, that's not. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't think there's any sneaky crowd pushes or anything he can do here. He can't move fast enough, so I can just put my guys here. Blitzer can just stand up. That's gonna have to do. Yeah, I think we can wait one more turn just to really. That'll take him into turn 5. If he wants to score in this drive, he'll only have the 3 turns to do it, or the 4 turns to do it, and I think he'll be pushing himself to do it. So we can afford to do this. I probably should have got a blitz that turn. I didn't, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, I was gonna blitz and put this guy into the crowd. That was the initial plan, but plan went awry when our blocker decided to wrestle him down instead. But that's fine. We'll take that. So Shumi's just gonna move these guys down here. Oh, he's gonna foul with his thrower. Oh, he got him. Yeah, we're not going to APO the lineman. The lineman's going to cop. Oh, but he did get sent off. Oh, that's so bad for him. That's really not worth. His thrower fouling my 40k lineman is just really not worth. And the worst part for him probably is that I can actually now stall out another turn. I'm not going to score again this turn. There's just no point. We are going to blitz this guy though with this guy. Nice. Going to knock him down. We'll knock him back and away from the tackle zone. We'll stay because we're actually going to go back up and mark that guy back up. And, or is it better to mark up the gobbo? Yeah, I think we mark up the... Oh, how do I get back to him? We mark up the goblin here. This guy's only going to get up and move down there. Yeah, that's not that much of a threat. These are all 1 dice blocks, right? 1 dice there, 1 dice there. Forget the 1 dice there. That's all 1 dice, all 1 dice. What's he got? That's a blitzer, and that's a blitzer too, right? Yeah, both blitzers. We can do a 1 dice, I think. Yeah, that's fine. We're always going to wrestle there. I'm just looking at my other options. I think we can do lineman on lineman blocks, 1 dice, and we're okay with it. If we knock them down, we knock them down. Yeah, we'll follow that. If we don't knock them down, it doesn't really matter either. If we go down, they're cheap and expendable. They're 40k. We're going to go in 1-0, or we're going to get a touchdown here. There's pretty much no way he can stop me from scoring this touchdown. So, yeah, like I said, it's a nothing. It's a chance to knock down a lino. They're fine. It's better than dodging with these guys. We might as well be the aggressor. Plus, he's lost his thrower for the next drive now too, so he's going to have to pick the ball up with a blitzer. He's got no sure hands on any of his blitzers. He's only got 1 reroll. He might be in a spot of bother here. He loves his fouling though. I don't know why you would foul a blocker with a blitzer. It doesn't seem like a worthwhile trade. It seems like he's a bit of a newer player. But yeah, doing the block is definitely the better option. We'll see what he goes with though. So he should realistically stand this guy up and move him here. If he moves him, yeah, that's fine too, I suppose. Don't really know why he's doing that. I guess he's going to attempt a 1 dice block with the goblin, or he's perhaps going to blitz here, but that's strength 4 anyway, so I don't know why he needs the assist. But yeah. The animations, I must admit, the animations on this game are pretty cool. He is going to go for the foul over the block. Alright. He's out for blood here. No, he's not going to do it yet. Oh, he's gonna dodge and foul with the gobbo. An interesting decision from my opponent. He's going to do it. He fouls with the blitzer, gets a stun. Oh no, gets an injured. Ow. What did he do? Just a badly hurt. Yeah, we're not going to APO a badly hurt. Didn't get sent off though, so in the end, somewhat worth for him. It looks like he's out just to cause damage. So, is there no way to not fend? So we are getting beat up a little bit here, but I think that was always going to happen, so we're not too phased on it. Scoring next turn or scoring this turn, again, we're just... Alright, he's ended his turn there. Yeah, okay. So... he's just got that player, that blitzer. The lineman can get to here, which is nothing. The blitzer, again, can man him up, but it's probably unlikely. We've seen that he's not afraid to foul, so I guess we'll stand our guys up, because that at least tempts him into using rerolls before he fouls. I think it's possible that we do take at least another turn to score, because what have we taken? We've taken 2 casualties, right? Yeah, we've taken 2 casualties, a blocker and a lineman. Not really the end of the world for us. I think we just blitz this guy. See what the result is. A push, not the greatest of results. If we go to here, he has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go. If we go here, if we actually go for it to here, I think we're probably scoring this turn. I think we might have to. It might just be slightly. We'll wait another turn. I think we wait one more. He hasn't put any pressure on us down here yet, so we're going to try and dodge with this guy there. Yeah, we're not going to reroll that. Stunned. Feels bad. We've got a lot of guys on the ground. But I have a feeling that that's what this team does. So yeah, best case scenario for him, he gets a guy on the ball. He's going for more fouls. This guy's brutal. He has no mercy. He says, you got a blitz? Hey, I'll show you what happens when you get a blitz. I'll foul your team. Yeah, I don't know why he's not fouling with the goblins when he fouls. A little handy tip for players if you're new and starting out and you do want to foul. Fouling does actually have a pretty high chance of... Oh wow, he's getting some injuries now. That's just a lineman though again. We're not going to APO lineman. When you're fouling, you have... I think it's a 33% chance of getting sent off. Any roll of a doubles on armor or injury gets you sent off. So if you are fouling, you want to sort of try and foul high value players. A blocker is like a more decent target for a foul than, like, say, my lineman. And you want to try and foul with players on your team that aren't worth much. So for him, he should be fouling with his goblin. Cheapest player on his team, cheap and expendable and nasty. Not like what he did in the other turn where he fouled with his thrower, got sent off, and yeah, that makes a huge difference for him now when he's receiving the ball. That was pretty brutal. I'm surprised my guy is not dead. That was brutal. So as you can see, he does have. He has fouled 3 times and he has been sent off once, so it adds up. I think we're definitely going to score next turn though. I haven't had any knockouts, so unfortunately my Bloodwiser Babe, I do have a Bloodwiser Babe, it has going to do nothing for me. We've copped 3 casualties, which means we will be down 8 players to 11. But like I said, I think that was always bound to happen against Orcs. As long as I think I have my blitzers and my blockers, we're going to be in with a chance. We've lost 1 blocker. I believe I still have the other one there. That's him there, right? Yeah. So he's going to go for a blitz here. He might actually run out of time before he does it. Oh no, he just got it in. He will knock my blitzer down. Hopefully this isn't a casualty. That will hurt us if it is. No, that's good. Alright, so we're going to put his blitzer in the crowd, hopefully before we score. That's a good start. We'll follow that up, why not? Block with this guy. Push him into the crowd. Stay where we are because it doesn't matter because we're going to score. Nice. We got a knockout, so that was definitely worth for us. Oh, he can choose to APO it, of course. Can I skip this? Yes, cool. And yeah, we're just going to run in the touchdown here. our first touchdown on Blood Bowl 2. What a great play. Stood there for 4 turns doing nothing. They sort of look like the guys in For Honor, the knights in For Honor, which makes sense, they are knights. Got the cheerleaders out. Nice. Oh, it gives us a little tally of dead and injured. Unfortunately, it looks like his knockout came back. We've got 3 injuries. 2 were missed next games, but I believe they were both linemen, so that's fine. Sort of unfortunate for us that his blitzer came back. We're going to sort of hang back a little bit more on this drive. We've already scored a touchdown, so we're not too fussed. Move him there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can blitz a blitzer. I think, which one's my blocker? The one I'm clicked on right now. Which is that one. We'll swap the blitzer and the blocker around. Oh wow, I can go right the way back. Yeah, and that'll... Oh, I don't want to save the setup, I'll just confirm that. He's going to have to push himself. I mean, there was maybe some merit in me having 2 of the blitzers up a little bit higher, and hopefully in him trying to push down and score, I can push forward and maybe snag a sneaky touchdown. But I think it's just more valuable for us to just try and defend the 2-turn score from the Orcs. He's really going to have to push his players to do it. He's just going to run, I imagine, run his blitzers down. He's got the second goblin on the pitch. I believe he doesn't look like he cares about the ball, the ball actually. It looks like he just wants to belt the crap out of my team, which, I mean, is fair. If he can do another couple of injuries here against me, it might... he gets an extra reroll, which could prove relevant. It could give him an extra reroll for the turn. But... yeah, if he manages to get a few casualties here, it could make his second half a lot easier. He just thumped the shit out of Handsome. Is that guy's name Handsome Mark? He's definitely not Handsome Mark. He's more a little doughball. Doughboy. Doughball. So this is good play for him here. He's maximised his blocks, except he's got those 2 guys in the wrong spot, so he couldn't maximise his blocks even more that way. I don't believe you want my guys to end up in the middle, because I think that's looking at it where he would try and go, but like I said, I also don't think he's going to worry about the ball here, which means I might blitz with some blitzers, run back, and just keep my dudes back here and protect them. So he goes for the foul before he goes for a blitz. He gets the knockout. We've got the Bloodweiser Babe, so we're not going to KO Handsome Mark. He does love his fouling, this fella. So it looks like he's going to go back and get the ball with the blitzer. No, he's gonna blitz the blocker, which is why we put the blocker there, because I think the blitz is much more valuable than the blocker. I could be wrong. That could be a incorrect assessment in this particular matchup, because he's only got 2 Black Orcs, so the Dauntless from the blitzers isn't as good as it probably could be. Moving forward here, I don't really like that from him. He's just giving us free blocks on his players, particularly since he isn't going to try and score. So it's interesting that he doesn't follow this guy up. We're probably actually going to leave these 2 guys on the ground. I know he's going to attempt a foul, but then that way he can only hit one of them rather than both. So we can stand up here. That'll probably end his day. If we move forward to here, we can block him there. Then we can blitz that guy there. We probably don't even really need to move as far forward. We can just move to here. That is just alignment, so we can take the both down on that. No, why would I go that way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And blitz this guy. We can reroll that, I think. Well, shit. Oh, he can talk to me. How do I write that? I just got fucked. That's unfortunate. I didn't think that was that greedy to reroll the push, given that we had block, and a secondary push would have been acceptable on the second block, but apparently the dice gods have looked down upon me and said, no, you are one greedy motherfucker. Blood Bowl, you've got to love it. So we're just trying to mitigate damage here. He's going to foul. He's going to move a few players forward. He's going to get the foul. He's not interested in the ball at all. The ball is not it. Might as well not have a ball on his drive by the looks of it. 97% chance to break armor here. I think he's going to break armor. He's going to stun. Oh, he's going to KO. He's got a second KO. So we're going to skip that too. And no send off again. But at least he has learnt from his previous mistake with his thrower and his fouling with the goblins. So what's he got? He's got one more block he can make, and a blitz. He's just trying to look at who the best blitz is. He's elected with the Black Orc to go for it, and the push. He's not risking the reroll on the on the blitz, but he also doesn't have block. So I think as long as this is not an injury, we should be fine. Oh, but with those claws, it might be. No, we're alright. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players, plus 2 knocked out. We've got a Bloodwiser Babe, so hopefully they should come back. My turn 8 here is not going to be very exciting. It's probably just going to be blitzing this goblin, actually, to try and at least get a little bit of numbers game back. Why would we blitz from their game? We'll just take the push. We're not going to use the reroll this time. Even though we should, we're not pushing it. And we'll just end our turn there. Oh, we could actually get a block over here, right? So we'll do that too. We'll get the block over here. Wait, why was that 1 dice? Oh my god, I didn't realize that guy was in that tackle zone. I suck so bad. I needed that. Oh my god. I'm lucky I had a reroll there. It doesn't matter what we do. And I knew that guy was on the ground too. I was looking at it going, there's no reason to stand that guy up. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's just a small example of where the interface might come into play a little bit. And has slightly stuffed me there. But that's fine. We'll learn from that. So he's got the 1 knockout, which... Again, it looked like it came back. We get a little bit unlucky and only get 1 of the knockouts back on the 3 pluses. But the boys are coming back out to play. Holy dooly. So what have we got? We've got, we should have 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5, and 2, 7, yeah. 7 against 11. I'm not sure the caging is going to work that great here. Interesting from him, looking like he's going to leave. Can I move these guys? Oh no, I can't move them yet. Damn fat Patrick. Fat and lazy Patrick. Interesting by him to, if I had a few, I guess the only reason he's done it is because I don't have the play account, but if I had the play account, getting through here would not be a difficult task. So, that's a blitzer. I want to try and get as many guys through the line as I can. Block here, if we knock him down, it's not going to do much. Need, where are our liners? Blitzer. I think I've only got the one lineman, don't I? So he's tried to prevent blocks along the line, which is smart play on his behalf. Wow, do I really? Okay, I've got to have blitzes on the line. I think I actually want to blitz with a blocker this time to make a hole to run at least one blitzer through. Probably going to be that guy. I mean, our setup's not going to be great. We have to have a blitzer in the middle here. The reason we have to have the blitzer in the middle here is to cover all three in case he gets a blitz. Blitzer here, or a blocker. We can't really set up in that optimal a way to prevent a blitz, and I think I've changed my mind and I actually want so we've left this whole side open, but I really don't think there's anything we can do about that given given how few players we've got compared to his players. We sort of have to give up that side. We could just try and keep the ball for a half, but with the dwindling numbers, I think it's pretty unlikely, and I think probably best case at this stage, we're looking at a draw. I think it's going to be pretty difficult for me to stop him from getting the ball and scoring, especially with a pitch invasion. Okay, that actually works out relatively well for us. So we can pick the ball up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy can get to there. That guy blocks us in if that's the case though. Yeah, like I said, blocking is pretty irrelevant at this stage of the game, so at least from our point of view. We're not going to be able to cause that much damage, and I would much rather have the ball in my hands. We're going to have to use the sideline by the looks of it. The sideline is going to be our friend. So yeah, hopefully this pays off. That's unfortunate. We will re-roll that. How do I know if he got it? Oh, he did. Alright, nice. That's not what I want to do. Yeah, we're going to have to make some risky plays here if we want to score. I think we want to have... We'd rather have the blitzer here. Oh, not there. So I'm going to try and use the sideline as a cage. So hopefully he'll be able to put a lot of pressure on me. But hopefully this is at least a push. I think this is as good as it's going to get. There is perhaps some merit in just sort of planning this guy somewhere here, but I think if we blitz him, we get a push, we can put him back here, which is in a much better spot than it was. We don't want to come from there. We want to go hit him here. We're hoping for at least a push. Yeah, push is going to have to do. We'll stay where we are. And we're going to hang roughly here. This guy is going to try and dodge away. We'll keep that guy there. We'll dodge with that guy. Alright, we didn't get time. But that's fine, yeah. Like I said, we are going to struggle, I think, to score this half. That was a pretty good stun for us. And we're going to have to play a dangerous game on the in the wide zone. Interesting. I thought he might have gone for the stunty dodge. But he elected not to. It's a pretty good chance to at least man this guy up from this side. I guess he's just going to blitz there. We're probably going to have to run back this way. We're basically going to just have to try and keep the ball. I really don't see myself scoring this half. The only way we maybe score is if we get lucky and just run some guys down. I think we've taken just a little bit too much damage. I feel like if I had one more lineman so I could protect myself a little bit more, rather than just have the 3 linemen and the 4 or the 3 blitzers and the blocker, we would be in a little bit of a better position. He's doing the right thing though. He's gonna, I guess, cage us in this way, try and prevent me from getting out. I don't really like the goblin here, only because it's the easier blitz. But I guess it was as good as he gets, so. And I'm really not going to be able to do much, I don't think. We're going to struggle a lot here. At this stage, we're literally worse humans. Didn't knock us out though, so that's something. My guys are copping a pounding. It looks more and more brutal every time I see it with those metal claws. The animations in this game are pretty cool. The characters do look pretty cool. He's still going for those fouls. I don't think he uses a reroll here. Oh, he does. That's actually pretty good for us. That's not so good. No, we're not gonna do that. The APO, if this was a must-win game or whatever, or a league game, there would maybe be some merit to APOing the knockout there just to keep players on the pitch, but given that we are just sort of playing the team in an open style league, then the blitzers are far too valuable to waste the APO on a knocked out lineman. So, what can we do here? Very little. Very little. Very little indeed. If I could get a play around to here, we could do some cool stuff with pushes, but even a blitz from him leaves us very, very vulnerable to pretty much anything. There's a chance that a dodge. I think we're going to have to dodge this turn with someone. The question is who. We might have to dodge with multiple people, which is sort of scary. I think we have to blitz here, 2 dice, to get our ball carrier free. I think this is our only option here. We've knocked him down, which is decent. We stay put. Think we have to stay put here, which is sort of unfortunate. That's a block, alright. I think we have to do this. I think we stay again. We probably should have stood these guys up. Oh, that's right. I had to put a blitzer on the line. That's where my other blitzer is. Come on, handsome Mark. Get back in there, son. Look at him. What a handsome fella. Alright, so I think we have to move this guy back, and then hope that we can make a dodge with this guy. Oh, we better do this quickly. This guy has to make this dodge. Yeah, we gotta reroll that. Oh, I almost didn't make. No, he didn't make it. No. Ah! No. No. Oh, I've got to pay more attention to the timer. No. And we wasted a reroll on it too. Oh. I'm going to blame lag. Lag. Not sure why he wouldn't just make this block first to free up his player. At least attempt it. Oh, that's so bad for us. Oh, and I used to reroll at it. Oh, oh. So it's going to take a little bit of getting used to Blood Bowl 2 by the looks of it. The only good news is that it looks like he might not be able to capitalize. Hopefully he won't be able to capitalize on when he does knock the ball out into the crowd. Alright, that's good for us. He still has to make the dodge, which is good. So there is always a chance he fails the dodge. And the go for it, he doesn't. So we're in a little bit of trouble here. We're going in the crowd. There's no way we're not going in the crowd here. Ooh. Worthless. What do you roll? The only good news is this has landed in a relatively good spot for us. Nice. Follow that up. Nice. So we've got at least one tackle zone on the ball. Two tackle zones on the ball, I mean. These guys are all doing literally nothing. We can do this. I think we stay. So that gives us 2 here. That one we do follow to get in the Goblins tackle zone. And because we're not getting 2 dice here anyway. I think the Dauntless splits into picking the ball up is our best option here. So what you gonna do with number 5? Who's my number 5? Oh, that guy. I'll reply at the end of the turn. Oh, answer nothing. So did I use Dauntless? I did. So push is fine. Oh, I meant to blitz. God damn it. Again, interface. Interface let me down a little bit there. That's unfortunate. Oh, I'm still in the chat. How do I get rid of that? that guy's got to just end his turn. How do I end my turn? Can I not end my turn? I don't want to do anything with him. End turn, not concede. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's weird. So that's unfortunate because we definitely should have blitzed there, picked that ball up, and ran pretty much anywhere that's not here. Now we're pretty much just praying that he can't pick the ball up. That's a very good start. That's going to cost him a reroll. Oh, that's a very good start too. Do not use wrestle. Yeah. So we got very lucky there. Alright, so again, I think the Dauntless Blitz is our best option. Two dicing that guy is probably irrelevant. The only issue is this time we have to knock the Black Orc down. We can actually stand this guy up. We can block here, and we can maybe get a guy around. No, that's not going to do it. Yeah, we needed to knock that gobbo down to allow us the space. We do have to move this guy forward though. We can't just leave him on the sideline to get surfed. And we have to blitz with this guy. Yes, Dauntless. Both downs, not the best for us. We're going to have to roll some threes. Oh, we've managed to roll some threes. We've managed to do it. Alright, we're away. We're away, boys. Let's go. Going for it twice, I think, is not worth at all. We fall down. He can blitz us pretty much with whoever he wants anyway, even if we go for it twice. And at this stage, we're just winding down the clock, hoping that we can just stall him out so he can't score. He's used all his rerolls too. Pushes on a blitzer going to do nothing. Hopefully, he can quite easily get a 2-dice blitz here on the ball carrier. It's sort of I guess it's a general rule that you don't want to have to push your player. You don't want to have to roll any more dice than you need to in Blood Bowl for those that are newer. It looks like he doesn't even really care about the ball anyway, to tell you the truth. So he is going to block with the gobbo. I don't want to fend. That's a pretty cool animation. Just clocks him right in the head. So yeah, he's got a pretty easy blitz here. Yeah, he blocks. Oh, that's an interesting. He blocked with him here. That's interesting. I guess he's going to use the lineman to make the block, but he's got no rerolls. So that was a scream of pain. And he's going to go for it twice with the gobbo. Yeah, no, that's. I can't help but feel that that was a huge misplay. Yeah, like he had this guy here who could just walk on to. He had plenty of players that could quite literally just walk onto my player. So I have no idea why he did that. Yeah, pretty interesting, but we're gonna take it. What do we got here? Very little in terms of blocks and blitzes and whatever else. That guy can stand up and dodge away. All these are 2 dice up hills. Standing up and dodging away is probably our best option. Or not. So, somehow, it looks like we are actually going to be able to take this game. I very much doubt that he's going to run down the field and pressure us. He didn't in the first half, so I doubt he's going to do it again. But yeah, that was a big misplay by him. There was no need for him to go for it with the goblin there, particularly with no rerolls, when he could have just made some easy blocks over here, walked the lineman there. He made the block here, so I assume he was going to blitz with this player that was standing here. That's the only reason why I'd sort of see him making the block with the goblin. But yeah, unfortunate for him that he failed the 2+, but again, it was pretty unnecessary, so it's going to end up costing him. Was that the one that scored? No. Damn, that sucks. Would have been nice to get a skill out of the game. The fouls. Handsome Mark has just copped at this game. It has been brutal. This guy's going to end up in the crowd. 3 dice. Oh, he knocks him down. Yeah, I'd go for star player points, I guess. Again, he hasn't moved anyone down to stop the blitzer, so unfortunately for my other players, they're going to just have to stand there and cop it for, however many turns it takes. The poor lads. I do still have the APO, so if anything bad happens to anyone, we can just APO it. That's a decent power. I'm going to push him here. We're not going to follow up, so there's no point doing that. Oh, the headbutt. Oh, I thought he was going to headbutt him. Yeah, he'll just stand here. That's going to be his blitz target, but that's fine. These guys are going to stand on the ground. That guy's going to move to there.
If the player is pushing, it will finish in the public.
My poor guy's laying on the ground, looking at these goblins. Yeah, alright, so he's recognised that he has to at least put some pressure on me, otherwise I'm just going to stand there for the remainder of the game. No. Looks like he wants to blitz that guy. I feel like he needs to put some amount of pressure down here. He can still get a TD on the board. He can't win the game from here, but he can still get a touchdown on the board. So that's probably something that you'd want to do if you're trying to get star player points. Fouls aren't getting star player points, but I guess he just wants to beat the crap out of my guys, which is fair too. Oh, he's got sent off though. So there's a very good chance that we just end our turn here. No, it's only a blocker, it's not a blitzer. Means we can't dauntless. We could have tried to dauntless this guy into the crowd. That's a 1 dice there. That guy can't even mark us up. I actually think there's a some merit into dodging here. If we fall down, we fall down. We'll take the block. Smack his goblin. Move away from harm. And this poor lad's gonna get got. Actually, he'll stand. He stands up, I think. He's got a blitzer there. He's got a Black Orc there. No, I think he stands on the ground. If he wants to foul him, he fouls him. He's got sent off there. And we will score. We'll run it in. We'll run in the second TD. No need to do anything else. We'll get the 2-0 victory here. I can't see him scoring, even if he does get a riot. The team is actually relatively okay compared to how much damage we caught. We should... I don't even know why I bought that Bloodwise Babe. Apparently we can't roll 3s, but we rolled 3s where it mattered, which was picking the ball up. Scoring, we're unfortunately going to have to put a blitzer on the line. We're going to move our blitzers back here, protect them from harm. It doesn't really matter how I put my players. He can... Actually, we want to put him in the middle. He can maximize blocks however he likes. Handsome Mark. He's going to stand there. He's going to cop it for us. He's been a standout player this game. Mostly because he's the only name that I have read. We'll kick the ball there. I don't think it really matters where we're kicking it by the looks of things. Oh, we did. We got another blitz. That's pretty neat. That's pretty good. We're not going to do anything with it though. He's going to get some damage in here. See if he... He's just looking for fouls with those gobos. So he does knock this guy down with the 3-dice block. Ooh. Those Black Orcs are meaty. Surprised he doesn't at least try and get a throw or something with his players, but I guess he doesn't care. He's just going for damage. No, Handsome Mark! Oh, he's just badly hurt. He's copped a beating today, Handsome Mark. He's copped an absolute beating, and it's finally caught up with him. Yeah, he's put the linemen and the blitzers in the wrong spots to maximize blocks, but that's fine. It looks like he's going to blitz. No. He's just going to get the 3-dice with the lineman. Fair enough. I wonder if it means he's going to try and make a throw with the blitzer. No, he's going to go in for that foul. Just a stun. Just a stun. And that'll be the game. 2-0 victory in our first game. Get some achievements pop up here. That was our first online game of Blood Bowl 2 with the Brettonians. We managed to take it 2-0 over the Orcs. We've gained some XP, whatever that gives us. What did we get in winnings? We got 70k winnings, which gives us 100k now, so that's pretty decent. We won't re-roll that. Our fan factor will go up. I don't know what Scions are, but I'm sure I'll be able to find out. Who did MVP go to? MVP went to one of the blockers, which is pretty decent. What did we get? So 17 armor breaks to 4. Let's have a look at the statistics. Oh, I thought it'd tell us blocks thrown and that sort of stuff. It's blocks sustained. Blocks succeeded. So he actually never, according to the game, had possession of the... Well, he didn't. He picked the ball up and he fell over. He never actually had possession of the ball for the entire game. We didn't throw any passes that game. He didn't throw any passes that game. We succeeded in 7 less blocks, but we probably threw a lot less blocks than him. Didn't do any casual injuries, Kaj or KO. He got 2, 3 knockouts. He still took 30 blocks, which is a surprising amount given how heavy he was up. Had I sustained 4? Oh, I guess there was some from fouling. So, yeah. So our SPP, so we got 5 on a blocker, 3 on a blitzer. So that's a pretty decent result for our first game. Hopefully I'm going to play Hard Carry FC, the Brettonian team, in a few more games before we start in the Reddit League, and then hopefully I'll be able to record some games in the Reddit League. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Feel free to subscribe, like, whatever else, if you like seeing this sort of content. We will hopefully have some more episodes of Quick Snap up soon. That'll sort of be a separate thing I do while I do gameplay of Blood Bowl 2 as well. So until next time, enjoy.